now to start the show.
Hey guys, this is Cook for Your Chemistry. I'm Sam, aka the Sexy Flexi, and today we're going to be making up some pizza. This is a low glycemic recipe that is great for beta oxidizers and anyone looking to cut out those starches. So pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? Let's be perfectly honest here, but not everyone loves all those carbs. So what I've got for you is a great waist-friendly recipe that will have you feeling good all night long. So what we're actually going to start off with is those discarded broccoli stems that you never really know what to do with. You know, when you go to the store and you buy those beautiful heads of broccoli and then you cut off these ugly bottom bits and you don't know what to do with them? Now you can make pizza! So take your ugly broccoli stalk and trim off all these weird bits. You know, they kind of look like the trees from Lord of the Rings. Cut off the tough bottom. And then you're gonna grate this down. You can use a food processor, a magic bullet. If you're really strapped for ideas, you can even use a cheese grater. Once it's shredded, I want you to steam it really, really well until it looks something like this. And you'll want to squeeze out as much moisture as possible. Once your broccoli is all steamed, you'll add 1 whole egg and an egg white. There's my 1 egg. So, quick lesson for any of you that have never had to separate an egg. Give it a good crack, like that. Pull it open. The white part will kind of slip out, and just kind of move your yolk back and forth between the shells until you have just the yolk in there and the egg white is all in your bowl. Alright, so whisk your eggs into your broccoli, like so. And now for my favorite part of the pizza, the cheese. I am using a full-fat, whole mozzarella cheese, which is great for anyone with a catabolic imbalance, and for anyone that likes cheese. I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. And that's about the time that it gets a little tricky to do with your whisk. So now you're going to get down and dirty with your hands. Last but not least, anyone who's watched my show before knows I love my spices. So we're going to add in a little extra flavor. Here I've got some basil, some oregano, and some garlic powder. Squish all that in nice. Okay. Once you've got your dough well incorporated, make yourself a nice ball. It's kind of fun, like Play-Doh when you're a kid. You'll need a baking tray that's been lightly floured with some coconut flour. And then pop it down the middle and flatten it into a circle. So this is what your pizza should look like before you put it in the oven. See, it's well marbled between the coconut flour, the cheese, and the broccoli. Got speckling of spices. It's perfect. You can pop it in the oven at 450 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes or until it's bubbly golden brown. Now that my crust is done, it's time to add toppings, and the sky's the limit. I'm going to start off with a base of tomato sauce. I've actually mixed this up myself. I like to use a combination of tomato paste and tomato sauce, and make sure there's no sugar added. You don't really need that. I've also mixed in some of the same Italian seasonings that I've used in my crust. There's some basil, some oregano, garlic powder. Once you've got a good layer on there, you can go ahead and add whatever toppings you desire. I'm going to start off with a little chopped spinach. This has been previously frozen and thawed. Makes it easier on me. I'm going to use a chopped grilled chicken. Finally, some beautiful roast veggies. Got some peppers, some onions, a few strips of zucchini. Just to show some other options, I've also dressed a more vegetarian-friendly pizza. This has some raw chopped peppers on here, a few onions, and some really nice mushrooms, which gives it a nice meaty texture without having to add that animal protein. And just because I love garlic so much, I'm going to dust everything over with a little bit of garlic powder. Some of you may be missing the cheese on top of the pizza, but let me say this. If you want to be able to eat this entire pizza yourself, I'm gonna go ahead and say probably don't put the cheese on top. You've already put half a cup into the crust. Now my pizzas are nearly complete. I just need to pop them back into the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes until everything is heated through. My crust is crispy, my toppings are hot. Now it's time to cut myself a slice. There you have it. You have a beautiful slice of guilt-free pizza. Now all you need is a date. Sorry, I can't help you with that one.